We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I am your host, BUMPY-MCSQUIGUMS, and it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to dive in and begin Phoenix Point anew. Not just because I want to, but I always want to. I love playing Phoenix Point. It is one of my favorite games out right now. However, they just dropped Phoenix Point's latest DLC, Festering Skies. They also did the Behemoth update. There's a whole bunch of new stuff for us to check out and play. And I need to do a little bit of housekeeping here, guys and gals. It might take us about a minute or so. It's not going to be like a 10-minute intro, but it's going to be a little bit longer. And I apologize for that. I know a lot of folks are enjoying the previous Phoenix Point series, and I didn't want to let that one die or stop recording episodes, or posting episodes, I should say. I had about 5 or 6 episodes recorded, but I've been having a lot of hard drive issues. One drive in particular has been giving me a lot of grief, and essentially I can't pull stuff off of that drive once it's on there. So I've shifted a lot of stuff over to other drives for the recording purposes, but stuff that's on there has been kind of stuck. I've been able to pull a few things off, but not. Anyway, 5 or 6 episodes of Phoenix Point were recorded and ready to go, but I can't get them. So it's been a problem. I've been having a lot of PC issues over about the last month and a half, mostly the hard drive, but in the last week and a half to 2 weeks, it's a lot more stuff going wrong. A new PC is on its way, so these issues should not be carrying on forward into the new PC, which is great, but that's kind of the reason that the other series died. So my apologies, folks. And also, like I said, the last week and a half has been real bad for the computer itself. This video should have gone out about 4 days ago, and I have not been able to record. So I'm hoping this time it will work. Fingers crossed. We're hoping. Anyway, folks, thanks for listening to me explain stuff. I apologize if you guys were super into the last series. We're going to try to get right back there with that same energy because, again, I love the game, so that shouldn't be difficult. And hopefully you guys are still on board. I am going to endeavor to get through to the end. I say that a lot. It happens occasionally. We'll see if I can make it a reality this time around. So we're starting fresh. Sign up down below if you guys want your name in the thing. I'll rename the various different soldiers and stuff, and you guys will be able to be part of it. So just sign up with a name down below, and I'll throw you into the mix. That being said, let's hop in. Let's actually begin anew, folks. We're going to go on the hero setting. I think the last one I played was veteran. I don't know how good I'm going to do with this, but we're going to give it our shot. We have the living weapons, the blood and titanium, legacy of the ancients, festering skies. We are going to play the prologue and tutorial again, so I know it's kind of rehashing some of the stuff that we did, but it's really well done. I really enjoy playing it and showcasing what they've done to explain the game. And anyone who's new to the series, either you guys can skip that yourselves if you want to after seeing me play it, or at least you'll have a better understanding of how the game plays and what's going on. So when I invariably forget something down the line, you guys can be like, well, in the tutorial it told you this, dummy. And I'm like, oh, okay, gotcha. So let's get into it. Also, they just did a big update, the Behemoth update, I want to say like a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And that's a lot of new content too. So I'm real excited, guys and gals. There should be a lot of new stuff to see as we get into it. Oh, it's going to be really nice, too. I'm going to have a much faster computer, much better video card. I should have none of the issues that I've been having over the... Like, my computer has actually been tapping out CPU-wise, so this is going to be nice. All right, enjoy the opening cinematic, folks.
Sitrep is yellow alert. Other refugees are coming from the coast. 400 yesterday. The mist is coming fast. We need weapons, vehicles, and food. If there's anyone that can respond...
8, 3, 7.
We listened to the number stations every day. I took turns with Jacob, waiting for our signal. And finally, it came. A Scarab got it too, its AI directing it to our rendezvous point. We had no news from Symes for many months. Did he send the activation codes? I was desperate to know what happened to him. The mutants were on the march again. Something was happening. If the mist was back, then it meant that the Pandora virus was mutating again, twisting the human form into new horrors. We needed to regroup, rebuild. But first, we had to get to that Scarab.
And get to that Scarab we shall. Hopefully my skills have not dulled too much. Honestly, when I last was trying to record this, basically it kept locking up. There was a lot of freezing and other issues. So I'm hoping that it doesn't happen this time. But I was also playing really bad. So we're going to hope that it goes a little bit better this time around. All right, so try the camera controls. You can drag the screen around by left-clicking and dragging. WASD works, Q and E to rotate the camera, and T and G to zoom in and out. All right.
This is the rendezvous point. The Scarab is waiting for us right over there.
Okay, move your soldier to the highlighted tile, right-click on the destination, then left-click to move. All right. Enemy icons above your action bar show all spotted enemies. A red icon shows an enemy in direct line of sight of the selected soldier. Select your soldier, left-click on, or press tab. We're just going to left-click on him. Did I mention how awful the allergy season is for me this year? I've just had a miserable few days. So, anyhow, let's move to attack. Tiles inside blue area allow soldiers to move and shoot in the same turn. A blue shooting line will be drawn from the selected tile if an enemy can be shot from it. Move to the highlighted tile. Also, it will show down here, this enemy, if you hover over it, it will actually move to the target. But it's basically the same thing our other soldier had, Sophia over here. It showed red because it was in line of sight. But when it's not in line of sight, it's gray. Just so you guys know. All right, we need to move the highlighted tile. Let's do it.
Here I am. Let's do this. There.
Now, if you're spotted while moving, your movement is interrupted if you spot an enemy. This doesn't end your turn. Select fire weapon. Okay. And then left click on the fire weapon icon, or you can press F. I'm going to use F.
Come get some.
All right, damage prediction. The health bar displays your current hit points. When targeting an enemy, the amount of damage your attack could deal is shown on the health bar. The wider the bar, the more certain the damage will be inflicted. This shot is marked in white. It's almost guaranteed to kill the Arthron. Fire at an enemy. Okay, so we can just either hit F again, or we can maybe hit spacebar, or actually shoot. I'm going to try spacebar. Yeah, spacebar works. Alright, you can end your turn at any time by pressing the end turn button, which is the backspace key, or just click up here. Backspace is a bit of a stretch for me, so I'm pretty much always going to click end turn. Alright, smack, 45 damage, -1 to our armor. Not great for us. Alright, it is telling us that we need to mow him down with Sophia. I think that's a good plan. When shooting, you can enter free aim mode for precise targeting. You can press enter to enter free aim mode, or you can press the free aim mode, or you can just roll your cursor, your mouse wheel in and out. Roll your cursor. Yep, that's the thing. In free aim mode, you shoot from the soldier's point of view. The outer blue circle shows you where all shots will land. The more accurate the weapon, the smaller the circle. Shooting at different body parts can disable them, denying the enemy some abilities. You can move around with the mouse, you can zoom in and out with your mouse wheel, and then you can right-click to exit. So we want to take him down, hitting as much as possible. I think that's about the best coverage we can conceivably get with what we have. So we're going to go and shoot right there.
No, confirmed.
Down he goes. Now that you know the basics of movement and shooting, it's time to finish the mission. Be on the lookout for more hostiles. Good luck, Commander. Thank you. Complete the objective.
This must be the Scarab. It's seen better days, but it will have to do.
It has
Jump
seen
inside.
better days. Alright, vehicles are a special type of unit that can transport Phoenix operatives. To enter the vehicle, move a soldier to the entry marker next to it, and confirm boarding. Enter the vehicle with both soldiers. Alright, well, Sophia has some issues here. And it looks like we have a fair few folks that are not big fans of us right now. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to hit the spacebar there to wait our turn. And I believe I'm going to make the move here with good old Jacob Eber. And we're going to go into our... Oh, we don't have Overwatch. So we could take a shot now and attempt to take him down. We could switch over and do the same thing here, but I believe neither one of our shots are actually very good. That one's blocked mostly by a tree. This is blocked by a lot of other stuff. So... there's not really a massive downside to shooting right now, but no, I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it out. Alright, so this dude's gonna roll at me. The other dude over here is gonna roll at me, and there's probably gonna be even another one somewhere. It's usually how these things work. There's more enemies than you expect, and it ends poorly for you. Oh, there you go. There's a third. Is there a fourth too, or just the three? All allies and spotted enemies will appear as icons above the action bar. You can hover or click those icons to target a specific character. Alright, well there you have it. I think it makes a lot of sense for us to, well, let's see how far away. I think we're going to move here. That might be far enough that if we take him down with a big old shot to his cranium, we missed a lot, which is real disappointing. I'm just going to step back actually a little bit. There we go. And we're going to move you here in hopes that we don't miss again. Alright, we're going to try to not hit his head. Once an area has been like completely annihilated, I feel like your bullets just pass through them. So it's a better idea to try to target other areas. We did enough damage there, and we should be relatively safe here.
Here I am. Let's do this.
Scoot back as far as I can. Right now, our enemies seem to be exclusively melee, which gives us a bit of an advantage. As long as we can stay outside their actual attack range, which I don't know that I did. Nope, not entirely. Close, but not entirely. We should be fine. Alright, so we should be able to murder this guy, and it looks like it's an impossibility that we miss. Here's hoping that's true. Yeah, no more of those 99% misses, guys and gals. No more of those 99% misses. And we're just going to go right into the chest. Remember, the enemy still has kind of like an idle animation, right? So you may aim like, oh, I'm going to hit him right in the head. But maybe his head's going to be bobbing, and then you miss. And you're like, how did I miss? There is still a little bit of like just, again, like an idle animation. There's a little bit of movement going on there. So it's something to be aware of. Alright, I believe that is all the enemies cleared out. I'm not positive, but I think so. And we did not get to learn about Overwatch just yet. Alright, good. Looks like everything's going fine. I'm just going to run straight on in there. And we'll hop into the old Scarab. Yes, we will enter the vehicle.
Moving to position.
Alright, and there we are. And mission successful. And then we get to move on to the next one. We'll see another little bit of like an intro video. It'll be great. I split the injuries this time. I don't know if that was good or bad. Probably good. I don't know if they carry through to each level or like all the stuff at the very, very, very beginning. These first tutorial mission stuff thingies are all kind of scripted. So we'll see.
After several hours traveling, the howling noises stopped, and then so did the Scarab. I did a quick survey around our position while Jacob talked to the AI. There was an abandoned government reclamation station nearby. These places are usually good for scavenging supplies and equipment, but they often attracted desperate gangs. The AI gave us the reason for our stop. An emergency rescue signal from another Phoenix operative. We had a location too. Right in the middle of that station, the Scarab made it clear that we should attempt a rescue before continuing with our journey. Despite no sign of the mutants, our comrade was clearly under threat. The Scarab's missile launcher would prove very useful.
Alright, here we
We've got
go.
visual on the building. The Phoenix operative should be close by. There are hostiles up ahead, so stay vigilant.
And good luck, Commander. You gotta throw that in every time, guys and gals. Soldiers have 4 AP, or action points, to use for movement, shooting, and other actions each turn. These actions can be performed in any order. Alright, so we do not see specifically where our friend is, and what you saw floating there. This is a crate. When you go to the crate, you will get items, objects, and so on and so forth. So if I recall how this one works, somewhere over here maybe? Like maybe over this thing, I don't know. Somewhere in this general region, I believe is where our ally is. He probably doesn't have his weapon, if I'm remembering correctly, and you'll have to come up here and get the weapon. And we're not up against the aliens this time. These guys all shoot back at us. So it is going to be important to utilize the Scarab effectively. Whether I can do that or not remains to be seen. We shall see.
I'm going in.
Alright, it looks like we got ourselves a dude. A soldier can spend 1 AP to move a number of tiles based on their speed. The 4 highlighted zones show you how far a soldier can go for each AP spent on movement. 1, 2, 3, and finally 4. Alright. I'm going to go right here. The operatives will always kneel next to low cover or low terrain and assume low cover position, potentially blocking some of the incoming fire. Alright, we're going to go ahead and try to, again, get as much of his everything into our crosshairs. And we unfortunately did not get that much going on. So, I'm going to move here. So you can left click and move or right click and it just moves automatically to where you're wanting to go. And we're going to go ahead and hope again that we can get a good portion of our shots to land. We did, but it's not quite enough. The Scarab is a heavily armored vehicle that can transport your soldiers. It is equipped with a powerful missile launcher, or missile. Select launch missiles from the action bar to learn about it. So how many do we have total? Is it only 3? Or, no, it's 3 action points. 80 damage times 2 launches. Oh, we have 8. I think we have 8 actual missiles that we can launch. 2 at a time, so basically we can take 4 shots. Alright, I'm going to try to get the Scarab into position to kind of block off. It's not a full blocking, but it's decent. Alright, and that's really all we can do. So we're going to go ahead and end our turn. They're bleeding and hurt, so they should bleed out unless they can heal themselves. Might turn and take a shot at us. It did not look like they decided to opt for that. So we're actually okay-ish right now.
I'm prepared.
We need to move this if we want to get to where we want to go. I'll turn around. I'm going to head this way a little bit. How much HP do you have left? You have 7 hit points. You should... So this bandit will bleed out. We don't need to actually shoot them. However, I don't know, and maybe somebody can correct me. I know a lot of folks have a lot of information about this game, and they like to share it, and that's totally fine. I don't know if we get credit for them bleeding out on a specific soldier. Okay, we found the operative. Apparently we saw him through the little slat here. You found the operative who sent the distress call. Friendly characters are marked with a white circle. Move a soldier inside the circle to recruit the character and take control over him. Soldiers will stand behind walls and other tall obstacles to assume a high cover position. A soldier in high cover may sidestep to shoot and then go back into cover. Sidestepping does not cost an action point. So again, this is not needed, but it's still something I want to do.
Eyes peeled.
I would prefer to get the kill in shooting as opposed to them just bleeding out, because I think we get more. I think we get more experience for. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Either way, it worked out into our, well, into our advantage there, in our favor, if you will. So we have Overwatch. Overwatch is, I mean, you've seen it a million times by now, I'm sure, having played games like this. But essentially, you guard a specific area. If anyone walks into that area, they get shot. The Overwatch ability allows you to fire within an area during the enemy's turn. And if an enemy enters the Overwatch cone, your soldier automatically shoots. Overwatch controls, select the target position, move the mouse. Hold down control and scroll your mouse wheel to make it larger or smaller cone, and then confirm the Overwatch. So essentially what that means is, like right here, say we're going to look this way, but we don't want to clip our ally. We can shorten the cone, and our ally is then technically outside of the range. Like, we can only target this little area here, or we can widen it and take a shot at anything in this bigger area. So it's kind of neat. I really like the fact that you get a little bit more control over the Overwatch. It's not something you always see, so it's nice. Alright, I think we're going to leave the Scarab alone for right now. I'd like to be able to slowly move my folks up Omar's over there hanging out. He's like, I'm in trouble, help me. And we'll try to help him. We're gonna move up. Yeah, I think we just run through stuff with the Scarab, which is cool. Alright, we have yet to find any enemies. I'm gonna move over here. And then I suppose, like, right over this side. Doesn't look like anything's coming for me. So he's gonna chill. And then I guess I'll take a peek over here. Can we overwatch? No, we can't. We can't see past the weird blocky thing there. Alright, we're gonna go hide over on the other side of this. Nothing's seeming to pop out. I assume there's gonna be like a whole bunch over in this general region. Not real sure though. We'll see. I am taking it slow. It's a good idea to do that. So remember, folks, very rarely. I mean, there are. Look, there you go. You saw a bandit run by. There are certain missions that you have to be a little bit faster with, but most of the time you can take your time, be cautious with your movements, make sure you do what you're supposed to do, and survive, and keep the damage down on your allies and your units, because obviously you don't want them to die. If they die, they're dead. That's not good. These hostiles are carrying firearms, so don't leave your soldiers in the open. Taking cover next to obscuring terrain will grant your operatives some protection from the bandits' fire. Alright, tactical tip, shooting lines. Lines drawn from the selected tile to a hostile unit indicate your soldier can shoot the enemy from there. So blue lines indicate that the operative has enough AP to move and shoot in the same turn, while a yellow line indicates that the soldier has line of sight, but not enough AP to attack this turn. So if we move here and we have the AP, it's within the blue range, we'll be able to shoot. But if we move here, we'd probably still be able to shoot, but it's saying if we move here, we won't, because we're moving outside of our blue range. Makes sense. Remember, blue range means we can move and shoot in the same turn. Alright, looks like the bandits are actually showing up. Ooh, and they're going to take the high ground. That's actually a little scary. Alright, let's move Jacob over here first. Alright, we're going to claim this guy. He's going to then join our team. Omar Ashur recruited. Your squad has a new member. Omar is a heavy class soldier proficient in heavy weapons and armor. He can deal massive damage from short ranges and withstand attacks, making him the ideal frontline operative. Well, there we go. We have our ideal frontline operative. And I suppose
Here I am.
there. Maybe. Oh. We've spotted another enemy. I'm just going to stay in this corner then. It doesn't seem safe to step out. In fact, actually, all of this seems really suspect.
Moving in quick.
I'm going to move over here. I mean, nothing's really going on just yet, so I'm going to be very cautious. Unfortunately, we have no weapon. Omar has heavy armor, but no weapon. The crate at the top of the nearby tower, so right there, might contain useful items. Move out of the building and use the jump jet ability to get to the crate. Sure, we'll go this way. Maybe not ideal, but we'll give it a shot.
My turn.
Alright. I mean, this person saw us, so they're definitely upset that we exist. And they are actually stepping out and charging at us, which is strange. Alright, well, let's get Omar to his weapon if possible. Heavy torso armor comes equipped with jetpacks, allowing soldiers to fly over obstacles and reach very high points. Scroll the mouse wheel up to move the camera to reveal the highest level of the tower. The jump jet ability uses 3 AP. Alright, wow, we just barely make it from here. The other way is definitely the preferred way of getting to the spot, but that's okay. Crates usually contain useful items. Move the big gun and autocannon to the top ready item slot and pick up the ammo and medkit. Weapons and medkits can only be used if they're in the soldier's ready section. Okay. So, big gun, medkit, ammo, and then other ammo. And then escape for back. The Tier-1 or the Tier 1 autocannon is a powerful heavy weapon with high damage but low accuracy. Firing it costs 3 AP. Use it to deal with nearby enemies. Unfortunately, since we did just move into range, we can't really do that. So what I'm going to want to do here, and this might be a mistake.
I'm on the move.
So I want to step forward. I want to take this shot. It might
Come
not
get
do a
some.
lot, but it might do okay. We're going to go ahead, we're going to aim, and we're going to take that shot. Now, the reason I like this idea is because I can move back
Rolling
into
out.
cover after doing that. And that just feels right. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to peek out.
I'm
We're
on
going to
the
take
move.
that shot. I'm going to step back into cover. Rat-tat-bang, baby. He will bleed out. 80, or she perhaps, will bleed out. 80% sure that's going to be a reality. Yeah, 7 HP. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite take her down immediately. Now, what we're going to do with the Scarab is use him as the tanky beast that he is, and we're going to take some shots. Select a target point for the Scarab's missile blast and press the left mouse button to launch. Any character caught in the orange blast area will be injured unless they have cover from terrain. Targeting is not precise. Missiles may land away from your desired target point, especially at long range. So you hope to hit the area that you're firing at, but you can't guarantee it. So if this hits, good on us. If not, And we got one of them. And we hurt the other one. So we'll take it. They actually probably cannot shoot us because their arm is missing, their head is missing, which again is weird, but it's fine. Essentially, you need both of your arms to be able to use a weapon. So at this point, kind of problematic for them. Some battlefields feature reinforcement points. New enemies will be arriving from them, so don't leave your soldiers exposed. So there's one there, there's one over here. This dude's like, oh god, I'm hemorrhaging everywhere. This is not good. He's having a bad day. Alright, so tactical tip, reload. Tactical reload. Alright, your weapon is out of ammo. You'll need to use the reload action to fire it again. Reloading is only possible if you are carrying an ammo magazine of the correct type. Reloading will cost 1 AP if the ammo is in your backpack, and 0 if it's in your ready slot. We have one in our ready slot. We're reloading, and we are good to go. Now, there's a small problem with what we're doing here, but we're gonna take a chance. Maybe this is the better move. All right, I'm gonna move here. I think there's less stuff in my way. I'm gonna take a shot right there and try to blow a hole in the wall. Probably isn't going to work, but it may. It did not work. So the goal there was to blow a hole in the wall so we could actually shoot the guy who's hiding behind the wall. Again, did not work, but the effort was there. It was made. Just didn't come to fruition. I don't believe these barrels, maybe they can be exploded or blow up, but I think, I'm not sure how that actually works out, to be honest.
Let's go.
I just want to stay behind this, not get inside of it. No, I don't want to enter it. I just want to be behind it so we're behind cover. And likewise, we're going to go here. Oh. We have spotted another enemy way back over that way. And in fact, that one looks like it might be a heavy. I'm not real sure. Yeah, it is. It is a heavy. You can see it's carrying the autocannon with it. So that one might be a little bit more tricky to deal with. All right, so fortunately, all right, sorry, I'm doing everything backwards here. Right around there. So what we could do is maybe just overwatch in that general region and hope for the best. This one's bleeding out. Might continue to run. Might try to heal. Fleeing enemies. Enemies that are too injured to fight will flee the battlefield. I don't think I've ever actually triggered that before. And then that's a new bandit. So there's one over there. These guys are heading toward the center. And he's now alerted to our presence. I'm going to step up. I'm actually still going to fire on the one that's trying to flee. I'm pretty sure he's right there. Maybe he got away? I don't know. I'm not real sure. So at this point, I'm not sure what makes the most sense. I suppose if I move here,
I'm on the move.
maybe I can overwatch in this region.
Area covered.
And then we have the guy over there.
Moving in quick.
I'm going to move into hide a little bit here.
Acquiring targets.
All right, so I'm going to try I don't want to say an advanced move, but maybe a questionable move at this point. What I would like to have done would have been to jump jet up here. That way I can just drop down on the guy when it's time. I may still be able to do that. I'm going to jump jet here. And put myself into a slightly better position. So, right there. I should be out of line of sight for most things. Okay, he's just going to chill there. He fired through at our... Interestingly, at our Scarab there. The tactical tip armor. Your soldier is wearing armor which reduces damage according to the armor value. Different body parts may have different armor values according to the various armor types worn by the soldier. It's weird how we don't have line of sight of him, yet he was able to shoot at us. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's actually okay. We have another bandito right there. Alright, so we have a small conundrum here. I don't think we've got what it takes to take him down in one single shot. Which is not great. So, we have to do a little bit of, I don't know, I don't want to say, like, fancy work, I guess. Hoping that our missile... Alright, maybe it's completely unfancy and very little finesse involved. Basically just blow everything up. Make him real sad that he exists. I'm going to move here, again, kind of maybe out of the way a little bit. And then I'm going to move right next to this guy, and I'm going to shoot him at point blank range.
Eyes peeled.
Going to be a real hard... Oh. Going to be really hard to miss this shot. For a minute there, I thought I did somehow. I was like, wait, what? How did that happen? That's not supposed to be a thing. Alright, we're gonna... It's weird when there's certain things like this diagonal, this like slanted piece right here. You can't see past it, therefore you can't shoot past it. I'm just gonna keep him there for now. And as much as I want to drop down and just take some shots, I don't think I'm gonna do that either. Maybe I overwatch there? It's a weird overwatch angle, but maybe. Maybe he just runs right out into it. Nope, he's coming up. Huh. Alright, well, we still got more things that we can do. I sort of want to blow a hole in the wall. Sort of. We'll see. I don't know how this shot's going to go, but... Better than anticipated. Alright, we're out of armor. Or, sorry, out of ammo. Your Scarab's out of ammo. Unlike firearms, vehicles don't have the reload. Alright, so it'll be reloaded after the mission. That's fine. I feel like I utilized my armor about as good as I could conceivably do so at this point. And I am relatively happy with that. Okay, now the question is, can we get into a position where we can actually shoot at you with one of our other individuals? It looks like yes. Looks like it might be a difficult shot, but we're going to take it, and we took it, and we got it. All right, next up, I say there should be an enemy that we can clearly see directly down this way.
I'll be right there.
We're not going to be able to do a lot to him, unfortunately, but we should still be able to take some shots at him. And that was actually more than I was anticipating. So, now we're going to move here with our heavy. There's a whole reason that we put the heavy where we put it.
All I need is a clear shot.
And we got that clear shot, baby. Here it comes. Say good day, sir. There it is. Sweet,
Omar,
sweet
is it?
victory.
Glad you found some gear, because you're gonna need it. Now you're part of my squad.
Yeah, you are. All right, folks, we'll get into the next mission, and then we're going to break off this first episode. I'm going to endeavor to try to get like 3 episodes out if the PC holds up. 3 episodes recorded, not putting it on the drive that doesn't work. And hopefully that will last us through till the new PC comes. And then we're going to put a little bit more of a focus on making sure this gets out regularly. Because, again, a lot of folks really enjoyed the series I was doing, and I never intended to stop doing it. So, apologies once more, but let's get into the next little bit here. And I really do enjoy the tweaking, the changing that they've constantly done to make the tutorial better and better. It's really, really good. I like it a lot. So, again, kudos and shout out to them. And again, to them for hooking me up way back in the day with a bunch of the pre-alpha builds.
After the battle, the Scarab resumed its course towards our base, struggling through the rough terrain. Strange growths were contorting the road, smashing against its armor. It wasn't long before it took one too many hits. The engine gave a loud crack, and the AI went dark. We had lost a valuable member of the team. We knew we were close to our destination, but we didn't know what we would find there. If we were to advance on foot, we had to exercise extreme caution. Approaching the base, we heard gunshots. Jacob and Omar took positions by my side. What was going on inside? A bandit ambush? Or something much worse? Following Phoenix Protocol, we readied our weapons. It is time to reclaim our home.
Let's do it.
Tread lightly. There are hostiles up ahead. Let's get rid of them and clean up this mess.
Indeed, Sophia. Enemies will take advantage of the tight corridors to ambush the Phoenix operatives. Rotate the camera with Q and E to get a better view of the battlefield. Alright, anyhow, ladies and gentlefolk, as I was saying, Snapshot Games have been phenomenal to me. They hooked me up with some pre-alpha builds and a whole bunch of stuff leading up to the release on the Epic Games Store. Then they hooked me up with like the Ultimate Super Mega Edition. So basically everything that they're putting into the game is going to be coming my way and allowing me to showcase. So, I mean, a big shout out to them. They're awesome. And I'm looking forward to whatever it is that they put out. And I count myself as very lucky and very privileged to be able to actually do all this stuff. So it means a lot when developers and publishers and all the folks that do what they do, that work with me, that they do that. And they actually do work with me, because I wouldn't be able to cover even a third or maybe even a tenth of what I cover right now without their generosity. So again, big shout out to Snapshot Games for hooking me up with the code for all of this stuff and everything Phoenix Point related. So that's it for the first episode, folks. I know we're just kind of retreading a little bit of what we've already gone through with the tutorial. We're on a slightly harder difficulty. I don't believe I was on Hero last time. I was just on Veteran. And we're going to push forward. Like I said, I'm attempting. If everything works, I got to check the video afterward. If everything works, we're going to try to get about 3 videos up. Hopefully that'll last us through about a week's time. And then we'll be able to actually hit this a bit more regularly without as many issues as I've run into. So apologies for the last series ending as abruptly as it did. It wasn't planned. It just happened. And thank you guys for your continued support. And thank you for all the lengthy... I got to talk to you guys a lot in this episode. And I know that's not exactly what most folks are here for. But I can assure you, moving forward, we won't be rehashing any of this stuff, guys and gals. We're just going to be moving forward. We're going to be pressing on. And it's going to be like 99.9% gameplay and then like an intro and an outro. So thank you guys for letting me babble, let me explain stuff. Sign up down below once again. Make sure you go and you check it out. Phoenix Point's available on Epic Games, Steam, probably GOG, and some other stuff. I'm not sure everywhere it's at, but I'll try to post all relevant links so you guys have options as to where you can grab and pick up the game. And I'm very, 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 very excited and looking forward to checking out the Festering Skies DLC editions. Right now, we're still in the tutorial. We're not quite there yet. Anyway, folks, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed yourselves. Until the very next episode, I've been your host, BUMPY-MCSQUIGUMS. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. And always remember, we play, we fight, we conquer.